bulbs and you haven't listened to Joe right now and you're having trouble keeping your house cool. Or maybe even in the winter, you're having trouble keeping it warmer. Right. Well, what this air circulating fan is going to do is it is going to take the air in your home and help to move the air around. You know, the problem with air conditioning and heat is it comes from vents that are either up high or down low. So what happens with that air is usually it stays in the area it is and has to work its way to get around the house, which is why some rooms are cooler than others. Other people have issues where, depending on how your house faces the sun, where one side of the house is warmer.
That's right.
So what you need to do is you need to be able to circulate the air. Now, if you get a regular box fan.
I've got one, guy.
Thank you, Joe. What does a box fan do? It moves air in one direction. That's all it does. It moves it straight ahead, and that's all you're getting. So that's why when you buy an oscillating fan, and this one blows away even the oscillating fans, and you're moving the air all over the place, you're circulating and you're taking better advantage of the energy cost of heating or cooling in this case, because it's summertime. I know it looks unique. It is unbelievable, Joe. I mean, this is my first presentation of airing it, but I watched one of our other hosts do it with you, and I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen, literally.
It is blowing out air right now, but Guy, you don't see the blades.
No blades, where are the blades, Joe?
It's bladeless technology. Now, you can buy bladeless fans that are out there, and they cost you a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah, like $200 or $300.
You know, and the reason why bladeless fans are so expensive is that what happens is there's actually vents on the backside. It takes that air from the room, it runs it through these compartments, these chambers that are on there. It actually amplifies the room amplifies the air more than 10 times to really volumize that air and get it circulating. So now we're moving a tremendous amount of air. But here's the thing, as this thing is moving, as this thing is blowing around the air, the thing is, it's safe for me. It's safe for my kids. It's safe for my pets. I can put my hand in there. I don't have to worry about any damage to me whatsoever. So it's nice to be able to have that safety feature, but then truly is moving so much of the air. Now, the other thing about having this is that it has multiple settings. So as you're seeing right now, it's starting to swing, and it can swing up to 90 degrees. So if you have this sitting down at your bedside, if you have this sitting down on the floor, if you have this up on the kitchen countertop, it's truly gonna circulate that air because we're moving so much of it. But they also have a remote control that comes with it. There's a timer setting that's with it, so you can have this sitting next to your bedstand, and then all of a sudden when put it on 3, 4, 5 hour timer, so that way you're not getting too cold in the middle of the night. But I want to show you the amount of volume of air that this thing moves. Let me go ahead and turn up my fan. It actually has up to 12 different settings that are available. And the great thing about this, man, the thing's blowing so much air, I can't even
You can't stand in front of it. I can't stand
close, it's gonna hit my mic.
Microphone.
So then, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here. So this is really what I have right here is a wind gauge. It measures how much air is being circulated by this one fan. So when I put this in front of it, the wind meter down the bottom, I don't know, guys, if you can see it says 1,200 feet per minute. I'm moving 1,000 feet a minute of air right now, all by this one fan. It's incredible. Just a little,
there you go, Joe.
1,400 feet of air per minute. So if you have a room, let's say maybe 10 by 10, that's only 100 square feet.
Yeah.
This thing is moving 1,400 square feet of air. So it's gonna move it
across quickly.
It's gonna move that, circulate that air, get everybody cold, get everybody comfortable, get everybody ready for the summer, for the winter. This is one of those things that you really use it throughout the entire year, because even if in the wintertime, it's gonna take that hot air, put it in here from your room and just circulate that hot air, or in the cold months, put it next to your AC vent, and it's gonna circulate all that air as well.
And that box fan, you know, box fans are about 30 bucks. I know they're cheap. They're made cheaply. They're pretty much hideous to look at. There's no artistic, I kind of like this because I think it's a cool artistic looking thing too, and it doesn't take up the same amount of room. But I am all about getting an oscillating fan. I think it's ridiculous to have a fan that blows air in one direction. It doesn't make any sense. You know, and what's nice, you know what's nice about these fans too, even if you're out on your porch or patio, you can take this outside on a sunny day and it'll get airflow. At least you'll feel the breeze when there's no breeze. It's powerful enough to do that. But indoors, this is going to circulate both hot and cold air. So that's why I always bring up wintertime, because I know a lot of people are trying to get their air moving around in the winter too, even to move the heat around, just to get that temperature so it's balanced throughout the house. In summertime, when it's brutally hot, and we are only, you know, we're still in June, but we're gonna have all of July, all of August, and here in Florida and some other parts of the country, it's hot right through the year. This is a way to be able to lower the thermostat So, or raise it, so to speak, in the summertime, because you don't want to lower that, get that air. I mean, if you got your thing set at 67 or 68, I mean, you're spending a ton of money. My electric bill triples in the summertime here.
It does, yeah.
If I didn't use fans, which I have in every room of the house, I have an air purifier and a fan in every room of the house.
You need to.
We also like a little bit of the background gray noise when we sleep. But I will tell you, this thing works great, and it doesn't take up a lot of space like that box fan.
It's really small. When you think about the size of this, and this is a box fan. Look how big the box fan is in comparison. You'd almost have to have 4 fans to equal the box fan. Now, we've all had these before. The box fan has 3 different settings. This one has 12 different settings. And what the box fan does is just takes that same air, pushes it through the blades. And do you ever hear like that whoop, 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 whoop sound? It's actually chopping at the air because it has those blades that are right there. This is bladeless technology. As this thing is moving so much air, I can put my hand in here. It's safely taking that air from the backside. It amplifies it with the cartridges that are on the inside. It pushes it out to really make sure that volume is now being circulated. Now, the other thing too is I want to show you guys, because when you end up having a bladeless fan like this, it's tough to see the air moving. But I've got another demonstration I want to show you that has a smoke machine. I'm going to show you my smoke machine that I've got.
Joe, I didn't even know you were doing that.
I know, we've got something new. We're going to make it like a dance party. So I'm going to take you over here.
Okay.
I'm going to take you over here with me.
Am I walking there with you?
Me.
Come on over.
Come over here. So this thing can actually move air.
I was wondering what you were doing over here.
Hey, come over here. Stand over there. So now I've got a smoke machine behind our bladeless fan. Now, when I start pumping out a little bit of smoke.
Oh, great, Joe. I was just coughing. I was just coughing, and now he puts this in. What the
Just to fill you out, this thing will move air up to 22 feet away, guys. Oh, man, I dropped the thing. So now, when you move it, this thing will fill up the air, fill up the room, fill up the studio. It's all coming from that, and it just blows that air, blows that mist, blows that all across the entire room. 22 feet is a lot of coverage.
It went to the other side of the studio.
I know, now the entire other side of the studio is all filled up with smoke because it is moving it through there. So if you're worried, is this thing really gonna move the air? It absolutely does, because anything that comes on the backside, guy, 16 times now, the volume will end up pushing it through, and now you have just your entire room filled with new fresh air.
And remember, we don't even have it oscillating, so if you have it oscillating, then you're taking that air and you're moving it in a circular fashion in addition to moving it forward. So that's really what, the oscillating feature is the most important, I think, the most important part of a fan. I think if you're going to move air and you just move in one direction, well, then you have to have multiple fans to be able to do that. In this case, it's moving it all around, and it's cooling the entire room. So, maybe you're at a party and you want to get that air kind of cleaned up. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Man. That is so fun.
Well, the nice thing about having it, it is truly small. It is compact. It's not something that you have to worry about.
No, it's like a soccer ball.
Exactly. Are the kids going to tip it over? Are the kids going to put their fingers in it? Are my pets going to end up getting harmed by this thing? And by the way, my daughter is she has a lot of allergies. The first thing the allergen said is the doctor said, get rid of all these box fans, because all these blades, they collect dust and dander and all kinds of stuff. What ends up happening is you can't clean these blades because they're inside the cage. So now you're just blowing more of that dust all around.
Yeah, they're nasty.
With this, there's no blades whatsoever. It is bladeless. It's still moving. It's still working. It's still moving things around. But guy, I can put my hand in there. No harm.
Joe, that's a ton of air coming out.
Up to 16 times the volume. And this is from EdenPure. This is all they do is make fans. And they've been making fans now for over 2 decades. And so they made a fan that really is designed to circulate the air. And it doesn't matter where you need it, whether you need it up, down, it's sitting on the kitchen countertop. It's rotating right now 90 degrees and up to 12 different speeds. Not 3 speeds like most fans, 12 speeds, and it even has a timer. So if you're the one that's a little bit hot when you're sleeping at night, put it on the 6-hour timer, let it cool you down in the middle of the night, it'll shut itself off, keep you nice and safe.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to babysit it. It comes with a remote control. It has extra flex if you use your HSN credit card. It's only $17.50 if you don't on your monthly plan, and it's a customer pick. It's very well rated. This is just a smart decision, and get it now. Don't wait till it's so stinking hot. I mean, it's already hot in most places, but grab it while you can. You'll really appreciate the relief that you're going to get in and around the house. Joe, great job.
Hey, thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for that smoke demo. I wasn't expecting that. That was cool.
Just want to keep it yourselves.
Yeah, so grab it while you can, 640-883. All right, everybody. So we are going to continue on. I have an air purifier coming up in just a second. But before we get to that, let me shift my carbs around. I wanted to remind everybody that Nina Leonard is back with a brand new Today special. She's got